Hello, and welcome to our Hunter the Reckoning 5th Edition Chronicle Hopeless. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready, or skip ahead to the next one. I try to, as a storyteller, give as much warning as I can to the players that something may be coming up. I've already done that for the next episode. I don't think many things will be coming up for this one. So yeah, I try to keep ahead of it. So this is sponsored by Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly awesome things for your game, including dice trays and rolling things and storyteller screens. And these things, which I have the Gangrel one for, Brennan.
Banging him? Oh, can we still do it?
Yeah.
It's not vampire.
It doesn't matter.
Banging and banging.
There will be vampires showing up at some point. This is a hunter game. And we are part of Dog Pack as well. Dark Pack, whatever pack. There's a pack. It's this
Wolf Pack.
Yeah, that sounds right. So this is a different game from what you're used to seeing the people on screen playing. This is Hunter the Reckoning, and it is a game set in the world of darkness. Matt Webb actually said it best when he said that this is not a world darker than our own. It's nearly impossible at this point, but it's a world where the darkness manifests. It's where corruption in various levels of government could actually be self-interest, but it could also be a vampire ghouling prominent officials and blackmailing them into obedience. The degrading state of the environment could be human greed, or it could be the worm corrupt corporation hell-bent on destroying the earth. In Hunter, the people you see on screen or hear via this podcast are the last beacons of hope for humanity. People have seen the true face behind the evils that plague the earth and are determined to take back the night. This game is going to be taking place in Hope, Washington, which is a city in the Pacific Northwest. It's based off of Vancouver. Write what you know, folks. And we are going to introduce our hunters, the cell of hunters that we have here. Let's start. Ordinarily, I would start over here, but Patrick is unable to make this particular recording, so we're going to start over here with Zach.
Hi, I'm Zach Rivado, and tonight, and for the rest of this game, I'm playing Johnathan, the faithful hunter.
And down below Zach is Sam. You're muted.
Better?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Push button. Weird thing. Anyways. Hi, everyone. I am Samantha McLarty, and for this lovely adventure, I will be playing Andrea Locke. I'm just the smart one.
And over here is Johnathan.
Hi, everybody. I am Johnathan, and for this entirety of this game, I'm going to be playing CJ Hoyt. I am the Martial Creed Hunter and the Weapons Specialist.
And over to Jonathan's, I guess, right, my left, whatever, is Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I will be playing Diz Dawson for this, your entrepreneurial hunter and ordnance expert.
And last but not least for this introduction, we'll be over here, and it's Brennan.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I'll be playing, as far as you know, Axel Valentine. I'm a rock star. I do drugs, and you'll figure out stuff as I remember it.
Remarkably on brand.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming. Probably should have. Anyway, so we're going to start this particular episode and this entire series at what is jokingly referred to as Diz's home for wayward hunters, which is, I believe, a kind of farmland just outside of the city. It's got a barn, it's got a separated house, it's got fields, but it's not really growing anything. It's mostly just grass, etc. And it's where Diz has set up Sentinel 6, which is the cell of hunters that you see on screen before you. And they are kind of just about to have a little bit of a celebration, a little bit of a feast, because they just completed a successful hunt. All right, and we're going to start off this particular episode with Diz receiving a phone call from a family member, Riley. So, when are you coming to visit, Aunt Diz?
Oh, it's gonna be a bit yet, kiddo. You know how things are.
Yeah, but I want to see you before I go off to college.
I just can't make that kind of promise. But I can definitely try to come see you for spring break.
Yeah, it's like so far, like, away. Like, that's like...
You think that now.
You-
Just wait.
That's like thinking in old people terms.
You wait. You're gonna be old one day too.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That's what I thought when I was your age.
You were, like, never my age.
No, you're right. I was born 42 and never aged a day.
Yeah, right?
You
I'm
can
just-
tell your mom that too. See how she reacts.
I'm just kidding, Aunt Diz.
Yeah. It'll be over before you know it, though. Enjoy the time you have before you have real responsibility.
Yeah, but there's so many, like, classes that I have to go to.
Well, learn to like them. I mean, you chose your major. I know. You fought for it.
Yeah, I did. All right. Well, I gotta go. I gotta, like, finish up packing.
Okay. Tell your mom I said hi, alright?
Yeah. No, never mind. Love you, Aunt Diz.
I love you, Riley. Be good.
Sure.
If you think I won't come to that college campus and make sure that you are being good.
All right. Get off my ass.
Alright. Don't swear. Love you.
Love you too.
Diz hangs up and is like, fucking kid.
So what does the affectionately referred to as Diz's home for wayward hunters kind of look like? What's the overall vibe that's going on right now?
I figured the overall vibe of the nickname that she hates for this place is one that's always sort of got that, like, buzzing busy, but no one really has anything to do, which is sort of the crux of being a hunter, is you're always preparing for something that never seems like it's gonna come until suddenly it's right here and you have to act right now.
All right. And everyone, I believe, is congealed in the barn-ish area, because that's usually where the hunters hang out. The main house, I believe, is Diz only, kind of separated from everybody else.
Yeah, so there's the main house that she's got that would have been like a small family house kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's almost like a guest house and a barn, and that's sort of where everyone else gets put up as they join into the crew.
And hanging out there is the, let's see where my notes were on that one, because I haven't actually set this up. Johnny 5 Miller, who is the cook for the cell. And he always has something on the go for food. He's always kind of making sure that the entire cell is well fed. He's got like kind of a, not a absolutely professional kitchenette kind of area there, but he's got, you know, the open kind of wood fire, make sure things are cooked, and he's preparing everybody food. And you're wandering into the barn, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And how does Diz look? Let's get a physical description.
So Diz is sort of an average height, so you know, a normal grown-up person height of roughly 5'6" to 7" or so. She's got sort of a compact form. She's obviously a very fit person. She's definitely older than most everyone else here. Diz is one of those people who's like solidly into their 40s, but would dare anyone to say it. She's got sort of a plain, just utilitarian approach. It's always just like jeans, tank top, gloves, hair in pigtails or braids or something. No makeup, no jewelry, no fanfare. Diz is built for business.
And what would be the dish of choice that Diz would have had Johnny prepare?
It's a celebration, so I figure this is like the full home cooking kind of thing. There's like biscuits and mashed potatoes and gravy and probably some kind of roast.
Yeah.
Like the proper, almost a Sunday roast, but just a little more Americanized than that.
The, get everybody together around the table, because it's been a while since everyone has actually been at this particular table all eating at the same time. So you go in, Johnny sees you there. He's a kind of a heavy-set older guy. He's got kind of the grayish hair that's kind of scruffy, looks like he hasn't had a haircut in a while. He's, if you could picture the kind of stereotypical kind of greasy spoon cook, where he's got the white t-shirt with like the stain that's perpetually on it, even if you've just seen him change into a different shirt. And he's got, the white apron, which is, again, perpetually stained. He's like, Diz, yeah, we got everything set up. We got pretty much everybody's kind of favorite dishes set up. And he slides over a plate to you, which is exactly the way that Diz would have set up her plate. He's got it memorized for everybody.
Yeah, and Johnny 5 and I have known each other for a while, as I recall.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah. So she takes it and, thanks, honey.
Yeah, I gotta take care of you guys, right?
That's what we keep you around for.
Well, yeah, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy, right? And what is everyone else doing? Is everyone else congealing in there yet, or are they tinkering on their own special projects? Let's start with Jordan. Jordan, what are you up to?
Jordan's been has been tinkering with another heavy weapon that he's like sort of putting finishing touches on. But he's doing it at the table, so like he has pushed the plate to the side and just sitting it, like it's sitting on the table in front of him with like the baseball bat in front of that, and just like the hammer leaned up against the table. Just he always seems to have like way more things to hit things with than you would think one person would carry. But you just sitting there just tinkering on it, getting it to work proper. He wanted to get creative on this one. Go something a little bit more exotic than normal.
And it's at that point that Johnny would probably kind of pipe up and be like, "Hey, Jordan, come on, eat your food. Come on. Hey,
I'm almost done.
you gotta eat, buddy."
You're not my mother, all right? I get enough of this.
Hey, what are the rules about weapons on the table?
That you should only hold them if you're really good looking like me.
I think that's a rule that only applies to you, and I think the rule is weapons off the table when we're eating.
That's fair. Hey, check this out. Check this out. Huh?
Oh, that's what I like to see.
That is pretty
Right,
impressive.
I'm not normally into bladed weapons, but that's fucking cool.
I know, right? It's a 2-for-1.
It really is.
And CJ, what are you up to whilst at the table?
Totally surreptitiously hiding the fact that I was cleaning at least one of my guns at the table.
This is going to be a great hunter game. It's like everybody's just constantly cleaning a weapon of some kind or fiddling.
These things are my life. This is what I do. So, yeah, I'm just kind of going to toss a cleaning cloth over what I was just doing and look completely innocent.
Cleaning cloth or, the napkins that kind of are on the lazy Susan in the middle
Sometimes
of the
they're
table.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Often they're the same thing. I probably get smacked for that a lot.
Axel, what are you up to?
You said we just finished a hunt, right?
We just finished on it, yeah.
So I'm probably not at the table. I'm probably like coming down. So I'm probably in a corner somewhere trying to fall asleep. But everybody's being really loud about your stupid weapons.
Wah!
Hey, Axel, come on. We got your food for you.
I got my food.
You got to eat
Thank
at the
you.
table, man.
It says who?
Says me.
All right, Mom. I'll get up and go to the table.
Kids these days is what I'm saying.
Tell me about it. Like, who raised these people?
Andrea, where are you in this particular fracas of manners and lack thereof?
Andrea is probably sitting in a corner on the floor, just kind of out of sight, out of mind-ish, or trying to be. And she has a box of cereal, and that is what she is eating while playing on her phone.
Wow. The disrespect.
It's Golden Grams. It's the best cereal in the store.
It is! It is so
actually.
underrated.
I can't.
I go and bust my ass in the kitchen, for
Until
hours.
you can produce some Golden Grams. I don't want to hear it.
Do you
I'm
want
sure
me to
Johnny
make...
could make some Golden Grams.
Yeah, do you want me to make some Golden Grams? I could probably
Let
do
me
that.
see it. If you can do it, I'll try it. And
I mean,
see if
not
it's
gonna
better
lie,
than
now
I
mine.
would
wanna
be
see
impressed if you could do that. But, you fucking know us. We're a bunch of feral children here.
Oh, they're
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're old.
You're
Yeah.
a feral child too, Jordan.
older than
Come
you.
on.
Way older than you.
So? Fucking fight me.
You're all kiddos.
And piping up in this particular fracas is Morgan. Morgan is a very thin, kind of waifish, kind of purplish hair individual. They go by they, them, and they're piping up, and everyone, this is the worst kept secret ever. Morgan thinks that it's the best kept secret, but they kind of have a crush on Jordan. Whatever Jordan is saying, they're agreeing with. They're like, oh yeah, mm-hmm. Huh. Anyway,
They get it.
let's get everybody, come on, up to the table. Let's go.
Okay.
Weapons off the table.
I'm doing it.
At least we're not making you say grace, right?
It's actually kind of what I figured you were going to try to make us do.
I figured most of you can't say the grace that I would lead anyway.
No, Barokatai, that's something.
You know you're already doing better than I thought you would.
Thank you.
Blessed be the hunt.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. And
Can
then
I still eat my golden grams?
Yes, you can eat your golden grams, but I want to see you eat something real too.
They are real.
She's done
Real
growing.
No, it says it on the box. That they see, real honey.
Part of a balanced breakfast. Read that part.
Part of
Part-
a balanced breakfast.
that means you need to eat something that's actually good for you.
Yeah, like milk.
You can eat real food and golden grams.
Water.
Eat
Spritzy
a
water, but it's
vegetable.
water.
A
The milk
vegetable,
of the
just
sea.
one vegetable.
Yeah.
We're off to a great start, everybody.
And
Don't look at those ingredients. There are nothing akin to a vegetable in them.
While
Wheat
this-
is a vegetable. Wheat is
Corn.
a plant, therefore it is a fucking vegetable.
It's
Corn syrup.
Syrup. It's a
Yep.
product.
There's
Love you, Diz.
sunflower oil. That
Flour.
She's
cornmeal.
She's real trying.
Johnny is preparing a
Behold the
plate of
saviors of
food.
humanity, everybody.
Fine.
Johnny's preparing a plate of food of smaller portions as to be part of a well-balanced meal for Andrea whilst this is occurring. And he's like not at all subtly putting it on the table and sliding it in front of Andrea.
You believe
You're not
me.
gonna leave it.
Okay, I see. All right.
Come on.
Alright. She pick up her fork and just kind of poke at it.
Here comes the choo-choo train.
Stop it!
Open up.
Stop
You need
it!
to open the
It's not funny.
tunnel.
Actually,
So stop! I'm just swat at him. Stop! It's not funny.
It's pretty
Hilarious,
funny.
actually.
It's only funny because you think it's funny.
Which means it's funny. Humor is subjective.
To you! To you!
And Morgan pipes up at this point, like, "Come on, Andrea. They're just pulling your leg, right? It's okay. It's okay. Like,
Okay.
look, Jordan is like eating all of his food.
Jordan is not, but that's beside the point.
None of
Jordan
not
has been
eating
working on
food.
his tool off to the side.
absolutely none of that matters to Morgan whatsoever.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna eat. I'm eating, see? I'm eating, and she's gonna, like, kind of take a small bite. And then she's gonna take another bite and
It tastes
palm some of it
really
as she's
good.
kind of
It's not.
and under the table to the dog.
Oh my god.
Tell everybody about your dog, Andrea.
So Andrea has a little dog. It's a little girl dog, and it is a mixed breed dog, and she calls her Artemis, because archery and the goddess and
Yep.
badass and all the things, and yeah. So it's totally the smallest, like, little bitty. It's this weird little dog that is kind of a mix between what you would think like a pit bull and a basset hound would look like. So it's got a long body and floppy ass ears and weird shaped head.
This is a potato dog.
I already love this dog more than the rest of you combined.
I will kill all of you for this dog.
We've had Artemis for 5 minutes, and I'd kill everyone in this room.
It's a good ass dog.
But she's like, yeah, she just sits at the at her feet, just waiting, because it's like a
Oh, yeah.
thing. Like, if she'll take the bite and it just goes to the hand and under the table.
Artemis is definitely one of those dogs that if you drop anything on the floor, there is no evidence within like a
Yep.
second of it touching linoleum. Like, it's just gone. And it's at that point that Robert Bub Bukowski comes in. And he is a exceptionally large individual. Let's see if I can make this particular large description large enough that some people would be like, yeah, that's really large. So he's close to 7 feet.
It's pretty large.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Sounds normal height to me.
Sounds
It's a very tall
slightly
person
above average.
himself.
Cornbread fed.
Yeah, he's definitely like the meat and potatoes, like good old farm boy type build. Like he's been throwing bales of hay his entire life. He's got like kind of blonde, kind of crew cutish hair, but it's a little scruffy. It hasn't been cut in a while. He comes in, he's like just completely silent. He's like kind of shy. Comes in, nods at everybody. He makes sure that everybody knows that, not knows that he's there, but he acknowledges everyone. And then he sits down with like almost the cook definitely knows that he's a big boy. He's got a big appetite. So it's like a kind of like a pot roast plate just full of food, and he just starts eating. Like, hi, everybody. Hi. What are we all talking about?
Table manners, apparently.
This is
Nutritional
finishing
value
school.
of cereal.
Yeah, wheat is totally a vegetable.
So is cornmeal.
Is it?
You grow it.
No!
Oh.
This is going to be
You know,
the
the
sweet
normal
potato conversation all over again.
Oh
The
god.
normal stuff that you talk about, you know, instead of the fact that you just kicked ass and saved the world, right?
Wait, sweet potatoes are a vegetable?
It's a root.
I mean, technically it is. It's a fruit.
And we're back.
Is it?
Look, I'm
You could
with
call it a
I'm-
root vegetable if that
I'm with
makes you
CJ
feel
on this
better.
one. I'm with CJ on this one. How about we actually go over, the news of the day instead of the qualities of the root vegetables.
I'm getting a real drink for that then. This is my excuse to get up from the table.
Okay.
And as I'm getting up from the table, sliding a little bit more on the floor.
Leave the golden grams where they are.
Damn it! Fine. I'm gonna go.
Andrea,
and,
you are eating that whole stick of broccoli when you get back.
Hey, Mom.
Just look over at Diz and go, kids, right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I see you're not eating either.
Old enough to drink.
Nobody said you can't drink.
Odd
Bitches.
storyteller question at this point. I'm going to wait till Sam is done having her drink. I just want to know what exactly alcoholic beverage pairs best with golden grams.
Taking a
Pinot
white wine.
Grigio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Grease.
Something classy.
What kind of alcoholic beverage goes with golden grams?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a fine, dark beer beverage of sorts that
Yeah.
I believe is half of a type of porter and half of a, well, it's called a premium beer. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Classy.
I was
Right
going
here.
to say 99 bananas and self-loathing, but okay.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons
That
why.
works too.
One of the reasons why they
So
put
you know
Lucky
that
Charms in
sunflower
Guinness.
oil is a vegetable.
That's what's important.
I mean, I don't know.
All right. I suppose if the kids want to talk about, this is Johnny Five speaking. If the kids want to talk about like the news of the day or whatever, we sent Adam and Daniela over to the thing with the where the teenager came from.
I thought
So-
it felt a little less lawyery here at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it was like 3 or 4 of them went in there, and then one came out talking about spiders and shit. I don't know. It was just weird. And we
I'm
sent.
sorry, I
Hold up.
legitimately forgot what we did tonight. What was that?
Oh, that wasn't you guys.
you
That was Adam and Daniela going over to check that out.
Yeah, let's back up really quick to what you just said, where 3 went in and 1 came out. What was that now?
The teenagers, yeah.
Okay. So they're all looking into it then.
Yeah, they're
4 man enter, 1 man leave.
Oh, great.
Thunderdome.
Oh, I know that movie.
I don't think it was Thunderdome.
Same thing.
Assuming
It's-
that wouldn't require us going in there.
Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
Are you even old enough to see that movie?
Yes?
On Netflix, dude. Catch up.
She's a kid, but not like a kid, all right?
I am an adult. I'm just
Driver's
younger
license
than
and
all of
everything.
you.
You're an adult trying to convince people that weed is a vegetable.
I'm
Wheat
the
is
one
a
that's trying to
vegetable.
convince people that wheat is a vegetable, thank you. And I am a
wasn't
successful
me.
independent business owner. So therefore, I pay taxes and I am an adult.
How is business?
Pretty damn good, actually. Pretty damn good.
For CJ,
Yes.
more often than not, actually, speaking of your business, Agent Smith would have been coming in. Usually they come in about once every 2 weeks, maybe once every month, but they've been coming in pretty consistently lately on a weekly basis, putting in rather strange orders. Orders like silver bullets.
Exotics.
Yeah.
So, I guess for news of the day, everybody knows that I'll sell to pretty much anybody with money. And y'all know that I sell to some of the government sanctioned folks. Their orders have been increasing. And they're not ordering standard ammunition or standard weaponry right now. We're talking weekly. I'm having to get my hands on and or make exotics, silver bullets, acquire
Great.
armor-piercing rounds. I mean, which is great for me because, like, I don't skim off the top for that. But
I love competition.
Well, I mean, what does it matter if they're just getting the bullets? They're,
it's the
mean, they're-
frequency.
but
of
we're
it.
all, are we not? We are
Ask your
all
question.
on kind of the same side.
Yeah.
We are all the same side, but the paycheck is not all the same side.
Are we?
But I
There's a lot of
thought
sides.
There's a lot of
But,
sides here.
At least 20.
Like,
No, look, she's right.
No,
Look,
but I thought
like,
we're trying to get the same. We want to.
Andrea,
That's what we were.
no, Andrea, you are right. We are all on this. We are all on the same side of hunting this stuff down.
Yeah.
There's different approaches across the board, different things that everybody deems important, and as previously stated, different places where a paycheck can go for payout. So we're all on the same side, but it's kind of tenuous.
And that's where Morgan pipes up, like, "Oh yeah, totally."
Just like offhand point and just continue the conversation. It's like, sure, this agent, whatever his name is,
Smith. Super
Really?
creative.
Do you really think this fucker's gonna give me his actual name? Come
Yeah,
on.
I thought he'd give you a better fake name than Smith.
Land erased
Yeah.
by big fucking government, man.
You're gonna have some
Anyway.
We're not
fakes.
gonna like actively try to do anything to stop them though, because at the end,
Oh, no,
at the
he's
end of the
fucking
day, we
useful
all
to me.
want them to like. We want creatures and shit to like not.
So
exist.
long as they're not
Right.
actively trying to stop us, I see no reason for us to try to actively stop them. It is a matter, however, of getting there first.
Yeah, it's more what I'm saying is that I know what they're stocking up on in huge quantities right now. So We should probably start researching everything that's fucking hurt by silver.
Right. So, because if Agent Matrix here is trying to get as much of his hands on as possible, then
Exactly.
As long as he pays the bills, huh, CJ?
I mean, he's absolutely paying the bills. Look,
I
I don't
mean-
mind selling to them. Like I said, they're some of my best customers, and it's sort of how I get a hold of some of the more exotic stuff for all of us.
So
It's
what,
an
we start
ecosystem.
with the wolves then?
Yeah.
I know
I mean-
silver actually hurt them.
maybe. But honestly, if this is big government stuff, that material could probably get shipped out of here just to elsewhere. So for all we know,
they're UIU,
Not if they're increasing
yeah.
their order.
I was going to say that they are UIU, but they're operating locally. So, and what he's getting here is he's purchasing it off the books. So whatever they're getting from up top, it's not enough.
Well, my
having to go
taxes
through
pay for
me.
those bullets, so I figure you should be able to look it up.
Do you actually pay taxes, Axel?
I was wondering the same thing.
In theory,
Two.
theoretically, my taxes would pay for those bullets. Your
You
taxes
pay
pay for those
taxes.
bullets.
I mean, I do pay
I'll
taxes.
pay-
At
Yeah.
least I
I'll pay taxes.
I am tax exempt.
How did you
Taxes
get
are how the
that?
government robs you.
But you have
You're
to
not-
pay. I pay taxes. How do you not pay taxes?
Uh,
I don't exist in
I-
the government anymore.
I benefit from the country not believing in the separation of church and state and take full advantage of that.
Hallelujah.
I think that's
I'm
different.
about to start a religion.
Do more performances, get more of a following. I mean, I'm just saying, I got a performance space for you
Wait.
open.
So none
And
of
you don't even have to pay for it.
None of you.
Good, because I
pay-
wouldn't pay taxes.
None of you pay taxes.
Pay
Yeah,
sales
I
tax.
absolutely
Oh.
pay taxes.
Okay, you pay taxes.
I got
And-
employees.
but-
I do payroll. I mean,
Yeah.
I work
Yeah,
work
I know
for
that.
the synagogue. There's nothing for me to pay taxes on.
no.
I have a fake company that I made so that I could do this and claim taxes on. Do you guys not claim taxes on what you make here?
What would I
For
claim it
this?
on? This doesn't exist for me. I'm not exactly
Yeah.
going to be bringing all this stuff into the congregation.
I live in a
And
van.
people get real weird when you try to charge them for saving them. Like, real weird. When you're like, hey, I saved your life, that'll be like $500. And they're like, boo hoo hoo, I broke my leg. And I'm
Which
like,
is crazy.
"I
That's
still
what
saved
hospitals
you."
do.
The contracts
Right?
up front, that's a different story, but
Yeah, that's
the rest.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Is like those, because I thought that we had to do a whole thing, and I actually created like a consulting thing, like
No, you're smart.
Yeah, that's good.
You're doing it the right way.
security
I'm proud of you, kid.
consultant.
You're doing it a great way.
Right,
Like,
that's
in-
going to be
in
good
no
for you.
sense. Yeah.
Just
We went the other way. As far as the government's concerned, this is abandoned land. Diz Dawson died a long time ago.
Rest in peace.
None of that shit exists.
right. You and
Mhm.
CJ have legitimate businesses and you're on the books. Diz doesn't exist. I am religious tax exempt, and Axel is a musician. So
Yeah.
For no
it's
income.
probably you two and Adam at this point.
And I just keep filling out credit card forms, and they keep sending them to me.
Eventually,
Do
they're
you
going to
use
stop.
your
it, right?
actual name
No.
on those credit cards? I didn't think so.
Okay, good.
Should
Don't
put
get me
Agent
started
Smith.
on credit scores. I will fucking rant
Yeah,
until
just-
the end of time.
First
Johnny,
name
file it-
agent.
Yeah, file it under Agent Smith next time.
Well, you don't have a good credit score, CJ?
I know I do, but
Oh, okay.
I just
I don't know.
have major opinions about how that all. You don't want to get me started on this, guys. Somebody else with their news of the day.
She's getting her started on purpose so she can sneak more golden grams.
Diz is
Yeah, he is-
watching that plate and that stalk of broccoli.
Yeah, in part he's just like, I have said more than enough already. I have run my mouth enough. I'm not getting started on that. Next.
It's at that
Next.
point Axel gets a text.
I don't like getting texts. What?
It's from your band in the band group chat saying, Hey, are you coming to practice?
What time is it?
It's like storyteller note. It's about 6 p.m. give or take. And they're like,
Uh,
it's 8.
nah, I'm good enough. Thanks.
There's like a couple of dots, like somebody's typing a message, and then like you can see that kind of shift up, and there's a couple of dots from another person, like they're typing messages, but then you definitely have experienced this before, that those dots just eventually disappear. It's almost like the entire band is having a conversation. They're all in the same place that you're not, and then they're like, yeah, he's never going to respond anyway. We're just wasting our breath at this point. We'll get him in the next rehearsal.
Next practice. Next practice, I'll be there. I promise.
Practices later.
So,
Anybody else with news or anything like that?
for, let's see, my notes. Morgan pipes up. Actually, sorry. Jeff starts calling Diz. Diz's cell phone or some kind of messenger rings, and it's Jeff.
Can you remind me who Jeff is?
Jeff is Jeff McLeod. He's kind of the agent for your particular cell. He gets you the odd kind of hunter jobs here and there. He pays cash.
That's all I need. Diz, I assume Diz flicks open her phone because I'm sure she has a very old flip phone.
Yeah. Diz.
What do you got?
Well, there's a thing that, you know, like, I wouldn't steer you wrong. This just sounds weird.
This is how I love starting conversations. What's the thing?
Well, okay, you know, we've been friends a long time. Well, associates.
Oh my
you know what I mean?
God.
They, you know, you don't have any problems working with the mob, do you?
No, they've always been pretty chill.
All right. Yeah, well, they're paying in cash. So there's a bit of a problem that they're having. One of them is having, I don't know if it's like somebody kind of horning in on their territory, but it seems like there's this guy that's attacking some of them that you throw a bunch of bullets at him and he can't, you know, that he keeps getting back up is what I'm saying.
I feel ya. And where's this all happening?
This would be, this is like downtown Hope.
All right, so public.
Kinda, yeah.
Give me what you got.
Well, they want to meet up with you tomorrow. It's like a Frank Giovanni. I don't know. That's just a weird. Seems like one of them mobster names. Really, like Frankie the Fish or some shit. You know.
Frankie, Tony Two Toes. Yeah, I remember them all.
But
All
yeah,
right, when and where?
well, he rattles off an address of like a warehouse that is now a club, but used to be not a club down in the kind of warehouse district. Kind of used to be like a meat packing plant type thing.
All right, do you know what they're paying?
Well, that's just the thing. You didn't actually say, so I'm assuming if you name a price, I can bring it to them, and you know we can talk back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Is it just one?
It's just the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you sounded real sure about that. Is it just the one?
yeah, it's just the one. They throw a bunch of bullets at this guy, and he, like, killed a few of them. Then that guy gets back up. Seemed like it was up your alley.
Right. Give them the regular price plus 10%. But keep in mind, if there's more than one, you know premiums start applying.
There's only one, Diz. At least that's what they told me. I can only pass on the information to you that is passed on to me, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you sound sketchy to me, which makes me think that they sounded sketchy to you.
Come on,
So
Diz.
just remember how the premiums work.
Have I ever steered you wrong?
Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, there was that one time.
Yeah, I remember Christmas 2016. Back it up here.
Well, that was a special case.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that there was going to be 7 of them?
Because there was 7 of them when we got there.
Well, look, I can only pass on the information to you that is passed on to me, right?
Yeah, and
I
you can
can't-
only pay the premiums out the other end.
Yeah. You're lucky you're good for business, Diz.
Yeah, you're lucky your information's been good ever since Christmas.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's been how long? What, like 8 years? 6 years? Something like that? I'm not good with the
I got
math.
a long memory.
That is true. That is true. So let's say 20% we forget this whole Christmas situation.
20% and I don't bring it up till next Christmas.
That's a deal.
It's a deal. We'll meet this Giovanni, whatever the fuck that is, tomorrow.
You're great, Diz. You're great.
Don't you forget it.
And he hangs up.
Like, Diz has not gotten up from the table through the course of this conversation, so...
Yeah.
This is super interesting, this side of a conversation.
What do they call him? Two toes.
Yeah, Jordan was in the middle of explaining about this thing that looks like a bear but isn't a bear, and then about the time that Diz started yelling about 7 people and 20% just sort of shifted attention.
And why are we talking about Christmas 2016 again? Why? Just why?
You know how bad information is. It's as valuable as good information. Anyway, we might have a job tomorrow.
That's not how that works.
Well, everyone walked out
information
of
isn't-
2016.
Bad information
Limped.
is not as good information at all.
That's right, and sunflower oil is not as good as broccoli. Now eat that, because we have a job tomorrow.
Otter.
With,
Hey, you gotta keep
what
your
it's like-
strength up, kid. Come on.
What name
Yep.
did you
What
say?
all
It
the
sounded like a
sugars
Pokemon
for?
leader.
What was that?
I said, what name did you say? Did you say on the phone? It sounded like a Pokemon gym leader.
Yeah, seriously.
My camera died.
Are we good, or do we all need to flip around?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Okay. Giovanni. Mob, probably.
No,
Sounds
that's
fake.
not a gym leader.
That sounds
Well, yeah, he was a
Italian.
gym leader, but
Yeah, see?
yeah.
Sounds
Isn't that also a
Italian.
Yu-Gi-Oh thing?
Pokemon
Like,
thing.
you know, Gia's Pizzeria.
We saw Grandma Yu-Gi-Oh.
I've seen television.
That's
Did-
what it sounds like. It sounds like a pizzeria place. Or
I
somebody
mean-
that would own a pizzeria.
That's offensive. They're not all pizza makers.
Some of them are pasta makers.
Yeah.
That too. Well, there
Some
can be
make 'em
stuff
spicy
can be two
lasagna.
things.
Fucking panini shops.
Stuff can be two things. You can have a pizzeria and a pasta shop in one.
But they're definitely
I know,
all
there's some, like,
mobsters,
downtown.
so
Storyteller, does
Yeah, that's
Giovanni
me.
ring a bell for me at all?
What is your occult rating?
3.
I'm gonna make you make some rolls. Let's go with an intelligence and
the
occult.
first roll of
The
the game.
First roll of the game. And for everybody playing the home game, the current danger level is 1 because they're in their home area and there's pretty much no danger. And I can't put it to 0. So
Can any of us make a roll on this if we have a cult?
You certainly can.
Because I have now
Yay.
said Giovanni to everyone.
Yes.
I do have a cold too. Hold on. Hey, I don't have to add blood dice to this, right?
Yeah, right?
There's no blood
God.
dice.
What was the roll again? What in a cult?
Intelligence in a cult.
We don't have blood.
Hold on.
Blade.
So weird.
Blade. How many, Diz?
4.
4 successes.
He's got 4, I got 3.
3. Andrea's still rolling.
That's gonna be 6.
Holy shit.
That is like one of my highest rolls that I have right now.
A
Nerd.
whopping 1.
1 success for CJ. So let's do this in order of magnitude of not knowing what the fuck's going on. CJ, you seem to recall, you're probably getting it a little mixed up. There might have been some Giovannis that bought some stuff. You know, you might be getting the invoices mixed up from the shop as opposed to like any occult knowledge you might be thinking of. But it doesn't seem like that they don't seem like regular customers that you can remember anyway. Jordan, some Giovanni that you know of are kind of maybe involved in some occult-ish things. Diz, those occultish things are necromancy. Andrea, that might be vampire related?
Okay. So.
Sold something to them like once or twice.
I don't know about all that, cause see, there was this once upon a time that I was looking into some stuff way back when, and I came across the name once or twice, and I'm pretty sure that they're connected to the bloodsuckery things, you know.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, they do that creepy living dead spook house garbage.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I thought the name sounded familiar. I knew that they were involved in some sort of like dark, mysterious magic stuff. I just couldn't like place it.
Haunted
Pretty
lasagnas, the whole 9
There's
yards.
some kind of
Fucking Christ.
it seemed very much so like it was like maybe I don't know. There's a lot of them with the same name that I was coming here, but well the same like surname, but then like the first names were different. But I kept coming across the surname, and it was always connected with those things.
Cool. So, trap or being pitted against people?
So to recap, we're talking fucking zombie raising vampire mobsters. Am I following this correct?
At
Sick.
best.
Yep.
It sounds that sounds accurate.
I'd watch that
Yeah.
movie.
I reiterate, trap or are we being pitted, or are we having one pit us against the other?
6 to 1, half
Probably
a dozen
one
the
then
other.
the other. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what are we talking about again? Are we trying to form a plan, or are we
I mean, if
doing,
this
like,
Giovanni
are we
person wants
expecting
to
them
hire
to be
us
doing
on,
something?
I mean,
if
Jeff
this
really
Giovanni person
hasn't.
wants to hire us on, then we've got to know what we're dealing with before they sucker us into some shit, right?
Mhm.
Jeff really hasn't
Okay, I
steered
was
us
on my
wrong, has he?
phone. I was on my phone
No,
like 5
Jeff's
minutes
always been pretty
ago.
up.
I was on my phone like 5 minutes ago. So who's hiring us? They're
Yeah.
hiring us.
Jeff is hiring for somebody, right?
Yeah. Jeff called me to hire us to deal with them. He's planted us tips like that lots of times. Usually they're pretty good, except for
Yeah.
Christmas and a couple other times. But usually they're pretty good. So he probably has no idea.
He's hiring us to kill them. Or
No,
whatever.
No, they
they're
want to do
trying to
something, right?
hire us to do something, which means either they've got
Oh.
enemies in town, maybe Silver Bullet needing enemies, or they just want to kill us all in a warehouse lickety split like.
Did Jeff say anything about why they wanted to hire us, or just wanted to hire
Just
us?
that they want to hire us. He wants to meet up tomorrow with them, so I figure a couple of us roll in, we play some nicey nice, figure out what it is they want. If they're vampires, we just take them out right there and then, and go handle whatever the problem was.
I
Sounds
can
good to me.
always send in a little bit of surveillance instead of just riding in there all hot and heavy and doing the shoot 'em up shit first without knowing what you're going in there to shoot up.
Yeah, who cares if the
So-
drone gets shot?
I was also going to say,
Yeah,
put
those
me
are
on
cheap,
a
right?
rooftop.
Well, I mean, they're small. They're not gonna see them.
They're gonna hear them. They're like, eh.
No, that's not how they work. Do you not know anything about drones and technology? Like the micro drone, you don't know anything about those. Like, Jesus,
The
Axel.
micro what?
That's why it's your specialty, Andrea.
Yeah.
Look, do you want I should reach out to some people and figure out more about this? I've got folks I can call, see if they
Well, I
know
was gonna
anything about
say,
Giovanni's
whatever we do, just put me on a fucking rooftop with sights, and I can cover whoever's back is actually going in.
Alright, so here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Jordan, put
What?
your feelers out tonight.
sure.
See if we can get any information on this Giovanni. Tomorrow, we'll go meet him. CJ, we'll put you up on the roof. Andrea or Jordan, you can come in with me, or both. Axel, I'm assuming you won't be up until pretty late, so we'll see where you're at. We'll get the information from... We'll get this information from Monsieur Giovanni or whatever the fuck. And we'll see if it's worth our time. If it's worth our time, then we kill him for his information once we've got it and go handle the problem.
So, just to clarify your plan here, I like what you said about everybody, but I'm going to add a little amendment there. See, I'm gonna volunteer Jordan to go with you because Andrea's not going in anywhere. Andrea's gonna sit in the van and control the drones.
That's a good plan. Or you
Don't
can go
touch
up on
stuff
the
in my
rooftop
van.
with CJ if you want a bird's eye.
No, I've got camera. I'd rather be like not in the vicinity and kind of far away and hidden away in like a cafe or.
No, that's fair. Your
We,
bones are
talking
weak
in-
because you eat
Look, hey,
cereal
look,
without milk.
I'm fine with this plan. Diz, it's been forever since we've had a date. I think it'll be great for us. And we can just
Andrea,
Keep
handle it.
trying that. One
Andrea,
of
just
these
keep
days, I'm
work.
gonna
talking in
say
my
yes.
ear, and you can direct me where to shoot if it comes to it. How's that?
Works for
There we
me.
go. It works. It works perfect. See.
Axel, you
Perfect.
coming along? You
Good
third
plan.
wheeling or?
Yeah. I'll wake up.
Sounds like a plan.
Give me your
I
phone. I'll
love
set
when
my
we have a
alarms.
plan.
Yeah, set like 5.
I'm going to. I will take his phone and set like 7 alarms.
I need you to do it because I might set it to AM by accident.
I know.
You know,
I
fair.
remember. Here you go.
Oh,
As soon as he after he gets his phone and everything back and I'm literally Andrea wants to try to go remotely into his phone and set an AM alarm just to be me.
As long as you're setting an alarm. Don't look at my pictures.
oh my god.
And what is the
You're gonna
rule
get all
for
of
that?
Axel's feet pics.
Actually, you know what?
Only feet.
Let's just take half on that.
Yeah, that's a really big roll.
It's not like Axel has a massive amount of security on the phone.
Password's 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to have at least 5 digits, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the same password an idiot has in their luggage. And on
Yeah, I'm gonna set it for it's 6 p.m. right now.
yeah,
He's gonna get a 5 a.m. alarm and a 6 a.m. alarm.
Oh, I'll be awake for that.
that's just mean.
We'll be
He'll
just
be
getting
out
home.
partying at that point.
And then an 8 a.m. alarm. Fuck with me.
No!
And at the point that everybody has a plan for tomorrow night, it's a good time to take a bit of a break. So come on back in about 5 minutes, everybody, and we'll see what else the rest of this particular night holds. Welcome back, everybody. The Hunter Cell is going to be doing some investigation, some searching through occult tomes, etc. So, how is everybody accomplishing this? Let's start with Jordan.
Microphone.
And you're muted.
I am still muted, yes.
Okay,
So,
there we go.
for one, I am driving back into the city, back to the synagogue, because that is where my library and my mentor are, for starters. So, I am taking my little Nissan Altima all the way back to Temple Beth Israel.
What does the temple look like?
Most synagogues are they're pretty standard. So it's very like squarish building that has a bit of a dome top to it. There's some stained glass, but it's mostly all faced in the same direction. When you go in through the front door, like, it's a pretty nice lobby. It's not particularly extravagant, but it doesn't look like a government building. There's big wooden doors that lead into the actual synagogue area proper, but not going in there. I'm heading towards these glass double doors that are off to the side, which is into more of an administrative area, and then through a bigger set of regular wooden double doors, which has like a big library type area with sort of a meeting table, and then two offices. One is Rabbi Mitchell Schaubin, who is the actual rabbi of the synagogue and my mentor. And then this door says Cantor Jordan Sienchanan, which is my office.
When you walk through the doors and you see the office doors for yourself and the rabbi, there's a post-it note on your door that says, "Gone to get more books," and then the initials.
Right. And so I'll just put that down on the table, and I will have to use the library that we have already to see what we can
All right.
what we can find.
We're getting into them hunter rolls at this point.
Yeah. So that is a resolve and academics roll for me.
Resolve and academics. Okay, let's give that a roll.
Is the danger still at 1?
The danger is in fact still at 1. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna take one of those desperation dice
Ooh.
to add into this.
We're getting the first desperation connected roll.
Yeah. And for those of you who haven't played before, if I fail on the desperation dice, that's going to do some fun psychological stuff to me.
Oh, fun!
But I didn't. I got 5 successes.
5 successes. What are you researching? What specifically would you be looking for?
I am trying to see if there is a direct necromancy and vampiric connection historically to the name Giovanni. Just get a real handle on what are we getting into.
With 5 successes and a library, there's the odd mention here or there. You definitely have to go through, grab certain books. Some of them are, they haven't been used in a while, but they're well loved. So you open them up and they kind of fold out loose pages, that sort of thing. There's several books open, and you're cross-referencing. You would come to that there was a bunch of necromancers back in the day that were interested in vampiric things. And there's definitely a connection between the two. You're not quite sure how much exactly of a connection, but there's definitely a vampire necromancer mob connection.
So it's pretty safe to assume that this isn't just coincidental, that there happens to be another mob Giovanni that wants to deal with hunters.
It seems there definitely doesn't seem to be a coincidence here.
Okay. Let me think. Well, with With Rabbi Shaban not in, I'm going to have to probably just reach out to a different source, which is going to be my contact Sloan.
Okay.
So I'm just going to shoot them a text. And despite the fact that I'm in their phone, still start it with, "Hey, it's me." You got a second?
A second, you get back.
Name Giovanni ring a bell?
There's a long pause between your text and their text back. Mob? Question mark?
Mob / and I just send the little like vampire emoji.
They take a couple more seconds between your sent text message and their response, and you get back, "Oh. No bells around here."
Can you dig up anything about them in the city that we might need to know?
Stand by. And then while that is happening, we're going to bounce over to someone else who may be doing research. Who is doing research? Andrea. How are you doing?
Okay.
Nope, you're not.
Okay.
How are you doing research? What means are you using?
First thing that I would do is to take a picture of myself eating that lovely piece of flatbread / pizza and send it to Diz. Say happy now. And send it to her.
For everyone playing the home game, that's actually going to be part of our official our advertisements that we're going to be doing with that.
Diz texts back yes with a period.
And then I'm going to go to essentially my, as I call it, the battle station, which is just my whole computer setups that I have, and I'm just gonna go deep diving into
All right.
all the fun myths and lores and try to find where I saw this shit before.
You should try Googling it.
Wow.
That's what I usually do if I can't find something.
Nobody asked you.
Andrea, are you logging into HunterNet?
I'm joking. I'll totally Google it. You think that'll actually work?
Googling it, yeah, Google it.
I'm gonna Google it first.
But make
just
sure
for the hell
you
of
go incognito mode so your girlfriend can't see what you've been searching.
it. I don't have a girlfriend.
You're fine. Don't worry. You're good.
So
I'm helping Andrea. I'm
Google
helping
and goes
Andrea.
over and goes over to switches over and goes to the hunter's net.
yeah, okay. Axel is helping, if you could call it that. And I'm gonna get a intelligence and technology roll from Andrea.
Okay. I lied earlier. This is actually my biggest.
Sorry, I just saw her chat and somebody put Axel's big helping energy.
Hi, Hal.
Axel has like giant orange cat energy.
Spirit of Garfield.
Lays
Jorts.
down on her keyboard.
All right.
Johnny Five slides a lasagna over to Axel.
It's vegetarian,
Careful, it might be
right?
haunted.
My body's a temple.
Yeah, it's totally vegetarian.
Thank you.
I have a question. If you get the criticals, that still adds the extra, right?
If there's a pair of criticals, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's going to be 10.
10? Holy crap.
Yes, with the critical.
What are you looking for specifically? Because you just found that and a bunch of extra information that you weren't even looking for.
I'm looking for specifically like a. I am probably putting in, since I think that they're a vampire, I'm gonna be putting in, Giovanni. I'm gonna put in vampire, mafia, Italian. Maybe even throw in pizza in there. I am
Always
casting
throw in
a
pizza.
wide net.
Since you are logged into HunterNet, which I actually use as a thing, because they got rid of it between editions, there is like, you put in those particular keywords in the search, and there is like 20, 30 other hunters with various usernames, like Slayer 45 type thing, and they just have a bunch of different usernames, and they all respond back with bits of pieces of information that you can kind of in your brain glue together. And it's like, yep, necromancers, they were from Italy-ish area, about 1500s. They decided to try to become vampires. There's a picture that's listed as Augustus Giovanni. Like, this is like 10 successes on a lore dump, so you got like pretty much everything. In the mob, probably in Hope, because they recognize your username and where you're from.
Ask them if they have any good restaurants.
Ooh, I'm not gonna ask them. Why would I ask them? If they
Just
have a
ask them.
restaurant? Fine.
Puttanesca
I'll type
restaurants, yeah, like
Check it out. We can go to a restaurant.
What? You want to go to one of their Really?
Yeah, why not?
list of known businesses type thing is like, funeral homes. There's
Unless you want to eat at the funeral home. That's
laundromats.
stupid.
No, I don't want to go to. What kind of restaurant is it? I'm just gonna look it up.
What kind of restaurant do you think it is? It's Giovanni's Pizza Pasta Pastery.
I don't want pasta.
What's the name of the restaurant?
You're really gonna make me do this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Giovanni's Fine Family Eatery.
See?
Doesn't mean that it's pasta or pizza.
It's like the Olive Garden. You can probably get breadsticks. I'm sure they have cereal.
I don't just eat cereal. It's just a preferred.
Italian
It's
cereal,
quick and
just like
easy.
Mama Luke used to make.
Do you want to go to the restaurant? We will go to the restaurant.
I want to go to the restaurant.
Fine. Can I finish making sure that I got all the information so that we can figure out like what they want, how to kill them, all the things.
You know, stick to the heart. You know the deal.
But that doesn't necessarily keep them dead.
Well, then
Does
you
it?
just, I don't know, bury them underground or something. I don't know.
No. 'Cause
Sunlight?
In one movie, you
Sunlight?
have to. Okay, in all movies you have sunlight, unless they're daywalkers, because then there's the daywalkers, and you have to.
Yeah, but if
then
it
you
was a
have to figure
daywalker,
out
then
what's
we'd be
keeping them
screwed.
in. You have to figure out what's their daywalker ring or bracelet, or what they're using to be daywalkers, or if they're, or maybe it's a certain maybe they're that family. Maybe they're the family that can actually walk in the day.
You can,
They
you
might
can,
be that
see, you can
family.
tell a daywalker when you see them. They look like Blade.
There's that too, or sunscreen.
Sunscreen. We should look and see who's been buying a lot of sunscreen. No Italian would actually buy sunscreen. They olive.
But no, the sunscreen's not to keep them from getting it's to keep them from fire and ashes and embers and burning.
Fire and ashes. That would probably work.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna look more into this later. I'm gonna take
You
to the
look into
restaurant.
it. I'll put the restaurant into the GPS.
Yep.
We can get in the van.
We're gonna do that.
We can
all right.
sample their finest pesto pastaroni. Vegetarian, of course.
Can I not just have pizza? I don't
I'm
like
sure they have pizza. You go to the Italian places, like, hey, can I get a pizza? They'll be like, oh yeah.
Pasta's weird.
You just ate pizza.
I like pizza.
You need to broaden your palate.
I don't like pasta.
You gotta try different things. You don't have to do. I'm not gonna make you like eat your vegetables. Like you're done growing. Like look at your bones are fused. But like, try something else.
I don't like pasta because certain kinds of pasta look weird.
Is pasta part of your dark backstory?
I hate you, Brennan, so much.
I'm literally dying.
I love you so much. I love you at the same time. Oh my God.
I got nothing. This literally went from a succeeding at 10 on a lore roll to vampires can use sunscreen.
That success is counterbalanced by the
Clearly, Andrea is
Just-
being distracted. So it's like,
Dealing with Axel's an extra 5 difficulty.
Yeah.
okay, no, it's a thing. I have a thing. It's a thing. I just don't like the way
What's
it
the
looks.
thing?
Okay? It's not important.
Because it looks like guts.
Oh, now you just made it worse. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to do that? You don't God damn it.
Well, you're not eating it anyway, so you're good. You just stop thinking
But
about
if
it.
you're gonna get it, it's gonna fuck with me from across
I
the
won't
table.
get for you. I will not get the pasta.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now go put it in the GPS and get the car ready, and I'll finish looking at this real quick, and I will be.
It's
I'm gonna
2022. The GPS is my phone, babe.
God damn it! I was hoping you had an actual GPS, like one in the car.
What do you think? I have a Garmin?
No, you know those like
What are you,
smart
Diz?
cars that have like the screen that raises up, and you put it in there.
My van is from the 80s.
Fuck.
I'll pretend that I'm accessing the database with the pizza pastery. You do your
never mind.
research.
I'm just gonna put it in the laptop. I'm just gonna transfer it to my laptop, and we'll go. We'll go it that way.
As a fair warning to anybody who's watching this at home, Hunter the Reckoning, there will be dealing with a lot of bullets, and that was just a shots fired situation against Diz.
Right? Just casual murdering over here.
I don't use guns.
This definitely,
Secondhand, I'm just.
yeah, this is gonna require definitely a why did Diz do that to herself when she was talking about technology meme. Yeah.
I'm good at technology.
All right, Andrea, you are transferring it over to your laptop. It is it's a family establishment, but it's definitely kind of an upper level family establishment. So a dress jacket may be required.
So Axel,
Hmm.
do you have a suit jacket? Like a formal jacket? Because it's required for you to get in. You have to have a jacket. Pretty sure that's not gonna work.
What kind of place is this?
Formal.
Don't worry, they'll let me in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't want to change out of my PJs.
Yeah, no, you're good. Keep your PJs on. You're with me, kid. Locally famous.
So you're headed to the restaurant then, is what I'm gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm still like digging up all the information on the owner, see if I can find any kind of images, any of their connections or ties. Who do they do business with? Where do they get their supplies? Like everything.
You know what? I just made up my mind on this right now. HunterNet has an app for that. So,
Good, I can use my phone then.
yeah.
But it's not on Android.
Yeah, you can get an iPhone like an adult.
Android is the best. It is open source. I can crack the shit out of this thing. Are you kidding me? You and your iPhones. Amateurs.
So, Diz,
Yes.
how are you researching?
Well, currently I'm having an aneurysm for a reason Diz isn't sure about. I don't know, those two melted my brain. I'm also gonna hop onto HunterNet, but not to do any specific research. I'm gonna reach out to my contact on HunterNet,
Okay.
which I don't think we ever decided on. So I'm gonna go with Crusader 17.
Sure. What are you asking Crusader 17, who happens to be online at this particular moment?
How convenient. I will be sending him a message since we've talked pretty regularly, basically just asking, do you know anything about the Giovanni? We're pretty sure there's some kind of haunted lasagna vampire types. Got anything better? Question mark.
Now I'm going to have to make a roll. Damn it. Why you guys got to be doing this to me? I was like, I put my dice away. I'm like, no, it's just a talkie episode. It's fine. Nobody's going to be doing any rolls. Turns out...
You gave us a mystery.
That one's on the floor. That doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, you get... Takes a couple of minutes, but they basically... They kind of open up a file folder, kind of sub-server thing for you. And they put in, like, a couple of different things, like Italian mob, vampire-related, could be necromancers. Not quite sure on that one. But yeah, they're definitely vampire-related. And then there's... And Andrea would have gotten this as well, kind of the list of weaknesses like fire, sunlight, stake, etc. Salt the body, burn type thing.
Okay. Diz isn't much of a researcher personally, so that's all she was really sort of expecting to get.
Okay.
But I am going to message Jordan, who was actually tasked with research, and message him and ask if he's found anything.
Speaking of Jordan.
Yeah.
Let's flip back over to Jordan.
Okay.
What were you doing the secondary bit of research on?
So I was mainly waiting on Sloan to get back any information locally about the Giovanni, because that was my primary.
Right.
My primary concern is we had this name, so I just wanted to figure out what we knew about them in the city.
After a few minutes, there's a message back of the Giovanni Family Eatery.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-formal. Seems to be doing okay. Money laundering, question mark?
Text back. Anything on the unnatural side of things, question mark.
Connection to
Capital
vampires.
U, unnatural.
Yeah. Connection to vampires. Could be necromancers. And Italian necromancers. There's you get kind of like a image of the like red strings all kind of going back to necromancers, vampires, mob, etc.
Last question is, do they have like outstanding beef with anybody in particular?
There's a long pause, and you get back other vampires, maybe. There is other mobs in the area of Hope.
Mm-hmm.
There is, and they list off like 3 different kind of mobs, and they send you back a map of Hope where certain sections of it are kind of different color coded to like different mobs, and the Giovanni are mostly in the kind of northern northwestern area of the city.
Okay. I text back, I'll work with this, thanks, with like the winky kissy emoji at the end of it, and send.
You get one back.
And then I guess I get Diz's text.
Yeah.
Cool. There's a really long pause, followed by an Airbnb listing for a cabin at Mount Rainier, and it goes, it's a little pricey, but I think we can make a good weekend of it. Then I send all the information that Sloan sent me.
Diz hearts the Airbnb send, but doesn't respond to it in any other way. And then just kind of, thumbs up and notes down the rest of the information.
Yep.
Is this about the time that I see Axel's van turn on?
Yeah. Axel, what does your van look like? Paint us a picture.
Please have a mural.
I looked it up. Hold on.
We're all just praying for like a fucking wizard mural or some shit.
No, it's got to be the big booby Viking lady on a dragon or a bear or something.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
It is a 1987 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter tour van, custom extended wheelbase. So it's actually much bigger than it should be. And there is a big booby lady playing a guitar on the side of the van.
Yes.
We're mature adults.
That's some quality airbrushing right there.
Yeah, I know a guy. My drummer knows a guy. But yeah, I'm starting the van.
Is there any like different lighting for it? Anything like that?
Well, on the inside of the van, you will see that there are LED strips. There's a dirt bike in the back. It kind of just tilted over, and various other things. It's also really loud. It's not a stealth vehicle.
Yeah, so that starts up.
That's not an unusual sign. Axel's usually leaving about this 8:30 p.m. time to begin his day.
And I'm only a little drunk.
An upgrade from usual.
No drinking and driving for everybody watching.
Everybody watching, make better choices than these characters.
Oh, please, God, do. I'm not going to do anything if Axel's leaving, but if I'm seeing Andrea starting to head towards this van...
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and I'm just like on my phone, just going at it, just typing away as I'm walking.
I'm going to text Andrea. Found anything, question mark?
She takes a very long sigh. Like...
Diz is just like standing in a window watching this happen.
How often have you just watched her like that and shit? Like, can I tell like that I just know that you've got to be watching me somewhere. That's why you're doing this.
Give me a wits.
Yeah, is just boring into you.
I feel like everyone in Diz's Home for Wayward Hunters feels like Diz is watching them all the time.
Give me a wits and awareness just for the sake of it.
All right. This is gonna be fun because it's not a great roll. Hey, it's a 2 though.
It's okay.
2.
I got something for that.
Oh,
Andrea's looking at her phone. She's looking down, checking out the hunter net. Something pops up as like a little red 1, as if you got a message. It is actually one of your drones that happens to be following behind you, one of the autonomous ones. And it's kind of... It's on the lookout usually for kind of suspicious activity, looking for somebody who may have, let's say, staring daggers at Andrea. And there's like a picture, you can tell, from the drone of Diz. Kind of looking at you cross-armed and like...
Don't be so disappointed. Send. And then I'm gonna send the pizza place information.
It's
And
not
then I'm
just the
gonna
pizza place. They got other stuff.
Gonna send the restaurant in the eateries information.
I bet they got
And-
charcuterie.
And then I'm gonna say Axel wants to go, and then I'm gonna send the picture of Augustus. You're like, OG Giovanni? Question mark. Send. And then I'm just gonna keep going.
I'm getting I'm getting a definite feel that Andrea is still in slippers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm-
absolutely. She's in her jammies.
I'm gonna text back, be safe, be smart, be better than Axel.
She's gonna stop and she's just gonna look up and look over to find where you are and be like, and then just text more info to come. Send and then just go.
CJ,
Yeah.
whilst this is all going on, what's CJ up to?
I'm probably actually gonna drive back to Locked and Loaded, since as far as I know, I'm preparing for having to potentially do a lot of shooting tomorrow night.
How does that preparation look? What is CJ getting ready for?
Taking inventory, getting ammunition cases loaded, cleaning and doing everything I need to maintain the equalizer. Which, for all of you folks following along at home, is
Go
a
on.
Dell NTW20. And go ahead.
So you're preparing that,
Yes.
and Agent Smith comes in. Tall man, brown hair, mirrored shades, obviously suit. Typical kind of Agent Smithish MIB type.
Considering the hour at first when I hear the door chime for, somebody walking into Locked and Loaded, just gonna be, we're closed! Like in the back, not even looking.
Even for me, Hoyt,
Fuck. I'll come walking out.
what does the
Uh-huh.
interior of Locked and Loaded look like? Let's
is actually
paint
a very-
that particular picture.
Hmm?
Let's paint that.
Locked and
particular-
Loaded is a gun store. It is a very well organized, well laid out, with modern sleek lines for all of the furniture, all of the cases, all of the displays on the walls. There is a shooting range as well. There is also, in terms of decor and things on the wall, a lot of Pride related stuff.
Okay.
So it's a little unusual.
Hoyt,
Yeah. Smith.
we have a problem.
I mean, I'm sure that you have several, but go ahead.
I'm in the market for some extra ammunition.
What are you looking for?
Fire rounds.
Incendiaries. Phosphorus, Dragon's Breath. What are you looking for? You have two options.
What do you have available?
Give me a second. I will step back, and I have a different inventory catalog that I use for this. Since this is the special inventory.
This is the special inventory.
Yes. See here. So I do have Dragon's Breath rounds, which is probably going to be your easiest. Are you looking for them for maximum spread?
How many do you have?
I mean, I have a few hundred rounds of it, but
Excellent. We'll take all of it.
I will look at the book, and likely I'll say that I have maybe 400 rounds total on hand. So, yeah, I've got 300.
Excellent.
You do that.
Standard price?
Standard pricing.
Excellent.
You want to share anything about what you're facing? This has been a lot of really weird orders from you lately.
There's been an incident. The southern part of the city.
Uh-huh.
I believe your particular group may be able to help.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate how?
Not at this time.
I don't help for no information, Smith. You know that.
It's
No pay, no information. I kind of think I might only have 200 rounds.
there's been some disappearances.
Yeah, we have a couple of people looking into it.
Not those disappearances.
Which disappearances then?
There's been teenagers partying.
Okay.
Occasionally one or two would go missing, which is standard fare.
Weird shit happens.
This particular incident had 5 go missing
5?
at the same party.
It hasn't been on the news.
It has not been on the news.
Yeah, you guys, what do you think? What are you thinking it is? If you're covering it up that hard.
We think that your particular group would know far more about this than the Inquisitors.
So you want to outsource to us
Indeed.
with very little information.
If I had more information, Hoyt, I would volunteer the information.
But you know that you need incendiary rounds to come in after us.
Well, this silver didn't work.
That's useful information. Okay.
So, do we have a deal?
Yeah. 300 standard rate.
Excellent. Put it on the tab, and as a storyteller note, you would know that the tab, pretty much on a monthly basis, end of the month, always gets paid off.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I will have one of my associates come around to pick it up.
Sure.
We should be hearing back as to whether or not the incendiary rounds work in another day or so.
Well, ominous dominus. Good luck to them for having to get that fucking close range.
perks of the job to not have to deal with that.
I mean, you don't have to, but they do. I meant for your guys.
Yes, I suppose I should be concerned about them, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that's why I don't work for you.
Well, have a good evening, Hoyt.
You too, Hugo Weaving.
And he just turns around and leaves. I need bullets, Mr. Anderson.
Everybody else, because I assume we have a group text.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God, yeah.
Or at
Just
least
gotta get a message.
At least like kind of a subgroup in HunterNet.
Yeah. So anyway, Enter the Matrix dropped by. Apparently, silver rounds don't work against whatever the fuck is making teenagers disappear. They just paid me for 300 incendiary rounds. I reserved 100 for us.
Texting while driving. LOL.
I text with strike through on werewolves and then vampires ?
Probs.
You'd think they'd know the difference.
Yeah, they don't really know much. However, good thing to note is that if we go to handle this fucking thing that's making these kids disappear, they plan to come clean up after us with some of those rounds. I'll also know within a day or so if those rounds actually work, because they are sending some people in advance, I guess.
I'll never say no to a janitorial staff.
Yeah, well, when the UIU is involved, they're gonna eliminate us if we're not fucking careful.
Government check, cash is the same.
Yeah, but only at the end of the fucking month.
And also assuming it's not our meeting with the G with quotation marks around it tomorrow that they're busting in on.
Which I apply double income ?
I mean, why not? Fingers crossed.
Double income or
get paid
collateral
twice.
damage.
I'll get paid twice.
Andrea just sends an emoji of like, I don't know if it's possible for her to send this on this thing, but she's just gonna send her an emoji of a van and a little arrow that says me. And that's it.
Is that on the update? Or is
Driving
that
the
van
fuck
an
away?
Android?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Since we're all in the now all talking in the HunterNet thing, I send a bullet point list of all the information that has been sent to Diz of just vampire necromancer mob.
Jesus Christ, fucking novel.
It's bullet points, but yeah, all that shit. The restaurant, city divided up across a few mobs. Probably definitely vampires. Either vampire turf war or mob turf war.
I screenshot what I sent to Diz and send it there. Just zoop.
Okay.
Texting while driving. LOL.
JFC, give me a minute to read.
In a separate text to just CJ and Jordan, I send the message A and A are doing something stupid, period. Are you guys in the city?
Where am I going?
I just text back the Star of David emoji.
I send the restaurant address that Andrea sent me.
Oh my god.
Can't you just pull a mom and call everybody back?
Do those two ever listen to the mom voice? No.
Only if they can hear it.
Phone
Axel
emoji.
was not wearing a shirt. Andrea was wearing slippers. It is a semi-formal restaurant. Period.
in the group text, I'll just say, regroup and recon tomorrow? ?
Bright and
LOL.
early! Exclamation mark.
Like, hungry? ?
You bitches just ate.
Axel's hungry again.
I'm a growing boy. Tell him I'm a growing boy.
Wants pizza? ?
Johnny didn't
Charcuterie?
have pizza. ?
Send.
I'm just gonna text back. Don't blow the cover early.
Just remember you don't have fire support right now.
LOL.
No, not LOL.
I think it's an auto reply.
Just gonna send a.
That's his AFK.
I'm just gonna send back. It's cool. Axel says he's famous. LOL.
Gonna lose
In
my
the side
mind.
chat,
Every one
oh
of
my
them.
god, I'm gonna get my rifle and go. Just fuck this. They're gonna die otherwise.
So you're getting your rifle together. Jordan, are you joining into the fracas?
Weighing it. Come back to me.
Alrighty. So, Axel and Andrea, you pull up to the restaurant.
Hold on. Very important detail. Upon entering the van, Axel will have gifted Andrea with the aux cord.
Ooh,
What does
Oh
she
my
play?
god.
it's practically a love letter.
Don't mess this up, Andy.
It's gonna set the tone for the rest of the game.
What does Andrea play?
Just gonna look at Axel and look at the aux cord and look at my phone and just be like, fuck, it's not Bluetooth. Okay, it's fine. Just plug it in. And
Axel is driving, but you could see that he is not looking at the road. He's just looking at you.
Oh shit, the glasses came off.
She's gonna go straight to
Mbop by Hanson.
probably. Oh no. Counting bodies like sheep by Perfect Circle.
All right, cool.
So, you're pulling up to the restaurant. It is definitely a semi-formal restaurant.
Yeah, that's fine. Just follow my lead.
Okay.
So you're walking up to the front then?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, we're the band for the Cataruccio after party for their wedding next week. We're just here to check out the acoustics and maybe try the food.
We don't have a band
I know, that's why they hired
or
me.
a wedding next week. And he, hands you a $5 bill, assuming that you're a beggar. There, thank you.
Okay, and Andrea, go back to the van. Listen, buddy, my friend over there, she's really sick, and it's on her Make-A-Wish list to go to your establishment. I don't know if you can see her, right?
Goddamn.
She's wearing pajamas. We just pulled her out of the hospital, and unfortunately, she doesn't have much time left, and she really wanted to try your pizza.
Give me a charisma plus etiquette or persuasion, please.
Okay, Andrea did not go back to the van. She stepped to the side a little bit, and as soon as he says that, as an assist, she's just gonna be like, yeah, I've got a heart monitor.
That's 5 successes.
There's a kind of an immediate shift in this particular person. They're like, oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up because it'd make her feel bad, but
Maybe we can get you a seat near the washroom.
that's perfect.
And we're going to flip back to Diz, who's watched everyone go their separate ways in various states of chaos and uncontrolled cat-like.
Startled by a lion.
Must be fucking Tuesday.
And that's when Adam's car comes driving up. Not slowly. You've seen Adam drive into the driveway multiple times. This is not his usual driving style. Like, this is, like, frenetic. Like, he almost took out the letterbox at the end of the driveway. Like, just peeling and kicking up a bunch of gravel and stopping, sliding on the dirt that is leading up to your house. And he gets out, and he is way more disheveled than you've ever seen Adam look. Even if you've seen him beat up, this is probably the worst you've seen him at. He's one of the sides of his shirt is untucked. He's like, he leaves the car running. He flies open the car door, and he comes running up to you. And that is where we're going to end this particular episode, as Adam, who's played by Patrick, who will be here next week, comes running up to Diz. So, we're going to do some quick outros. And since this is all going to be on Vancouver by Night anyway, we're going to pause just a bit after this episode's done, and we're going to jump into the vampire stuff. So, let's do a quick round of outros going in the opposite order, starting with Brennan.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I'm Axel, who didn't get pulled over on the way to the restaurant. Those are my
Somehow.
links. See you next time.
Somehow. Yeah, I'm going to say...
You should really have to roll to see if I get pulled over from now on.
I mean...
I did not follow the speed limit.
It's the tinted windows. They didn't see you text driving.
You've got the whole way back to get pulled over. Give it time.
Exactly.
And Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I was Diz. Very impressed with my crew. No one's gonna die, I'm sure. You can catch me all over the place. I do things. I'm in stuff. You can always find me on the socials and OnlyFans and all that kind of thing. There will be links. They are in one of the many available directions. Find me there.
And Johnathan.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johnathan. I played CJ Hoyt, who is just completely over all of this right now, and pretty sure everybody's going to die. I am the community manager for Jackalope Live Action Studios. We run The Night in Question, which is a blockbuster Sabat LARP, for which there are still some tickets left. I've been in things and stuff, and I'm on multiple platforms. You can find me wherever the links are displayed here. And thank you.
And Sam.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha McLarty and I have been playing Andrea, and just along for the ride at the moment, trying to pretend like she's cool. She's not, but hey,
Make a wish.
make a wish, right? I picked a good song. I picked good music in the van ride. That earned me
Should
brownie
have
points
just
and cool
eaten your
points.
fucking broccoli.
None of this would have happened.
That's the real takeaway.
If you just eat your broccoli, you don't have to go on cool adventures with rock stars.
Yeah, the entire landscape of the rest of the season would have switched had you eaten the broccoli.
Yep.
That's multiverse theory.
I do things and stuff too. I don't know what I'm going to be doing when this airs. I don't know what's going on. I post things on social media, so there's a link somewhere. Just follow me on social media and you will see what I'm doing next. Bad at outros. I think I probably forgot stuff.
You covered it with things and stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Next.
Blanket statement.
And Zach.
Hi, I'm Zach Vivado. I've played Jordan Stienhanen, who is going to flirt with everybody or die trying. That's my Twitter handle, and my links are over that way. I do more specific things and stuff. ATL by Night is on Season 8, airing on Tuesdays, twitch.tv/ATL by Night. Tune in, see how things are going. I can't believe we're in 8 seasons. We've had guest stars this entire season of the new coterie that will be coming in next season, so check back who you've missed and see who's coming up. I've been in a Kids on Bikes game on TTRP Theater on Thursdays. The next one is towards the end of this month, so check that out then. And I implore you to go check out Caring Comfort Studios last week, if my dates are correct when this is airing, where I guested on their Fables game as the title character Big B Wolf. So I had a blast with that. They were great to play with, and I'd love for you to see all that. Apart from that, follow said links because, as always, I am wherever tabletop games are played.
And this guy, Storyteller Steve, buy stuff from our merch shop. This is the red blood dice of the vampire game, which you're going to probably see again in a couple minutes. And we also have a bunch of hunter stuff on there, including, if you want to support Diz's Home for Wayward Hunters, not Kindred.
No,
that's
the
weird.
opposite of that thing.
No, put that sign up. Steve's going to get some free work.
Diz's Home for Wayward Hunters. It's a double joke in there. Thought I'd mix that in. Yeah, so check all those out, and you can support a band called Hazmat.
Hazmat.
So yeah, check that out. Or you could buy something with all of their lovely faces on it. And it comes in duvets if you really wanted one. Like, honestly, you should buy yourself a duvet with the Hunter the Reckoning cast on it. Just to say that you have.
Then you can say you got all of us in bed.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And on that note...
Marketing genius.
And on that note, we are going to shut this down for just a second. I'm going to kick up the vampire game, and we will see you in a few minutes. Well, you'll see me in a few minutes. And join us next week for we find out what Adam is running from or to. So we will see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.